Really, the valuation issue is huge, and now we're seeing that they're trying to overcome all of this. Will it work, though?
Well, so yeah, that's the big question. It's crazy how much things have changed just in the past week. A lot of stuff is still in flux, and it seems like, WeWork, Adam Neumann specifically, is very interested in going forward with this IPO. His bankers are saying, like, do you really want to do this, even if it's going to be $15 billion? And so right now, what they're trying to do is say, okay, if we can, clean up some of the stuff investors are concerned about, maybe we'll get a higher valuation. It's, remains to be seen, and at this moment, based on what we've been hearing, things are still very much in flux, so it's unclear what they're going to decide on and, when they're going to pull the trigger, that sort of thing. So.
It feels, Michelle, as though, those multiple problems that WeWork faces, on the one hand, it's got the problems that other IPOs have had, right? That it's fast growing, but money losing. The governance issues seem to be the stuff that people are kind of grabbing onto, right? A little the feeling that there's some kind of self-dealing possibly by the owner entrepreneur. And how much of that could be fixed? How much of that could you just say, okay, we're going to make these changes and clarify it all and bring it back to the market?
Well, so there are a couple of things, and last week we saw that they appointed a woman to their board, and investors are also concerned about the share class structure, where Adam Neumann is basically a super holder of shares, and he gets 20 votes per share. So things that could be tweaked are like how much of that share he gets, or even maybe succession plans in the future. It remains to be seen what they'll do and how much control Adam actually wants to give up, because when you're a private company, you build this company as your baby, and he has to make the choice between, do I want all this money, and do I want to give up this control, or do I want to keep the control that I have, but maybe not get as much money as I would in public markets?
In the meantime, WeWork executives racing from city to city trying to make this work. When could we expect a decision? What should we be looking at?
Well, so WeWork's self-imposed kind of goal is to have something priced before the end of the month. That's just to get ahead of the Rosh Hashanah Jewish holiday. But, at this point, there's also Peloton, going out into the markets. Their roadshow just kicked off yesterday, and the two lead underwriters, Goldman and JP Morgan, are also, leading that as well as WeWork. So, we should, get some sort of, news in the next few days, but again, a lot of it is still in flux.